What's up? This is your man Dre Mac, and on this video, I'm asking the question, was I wrong about the Marvels? Oh God, I know you guys can't wait for this video, but the real question is, are you ready? So, there's been a lot of talks about the Marvels, how it's underperformed at the box office, how record numbers haven't came out to see this movie, just all the things that are going on with Marvel. Nia DaCosta doesn't want to finish or end of the movie. I mean, story after story after story. And with me being optimistic, I started to sit back and really ask myself, was I wrong about this movie? Let's take a deep dive into what I'm talking about.
Girls get it done.
So one of the things that I was looking at when I first got, wind of this movie was like, easily, it makes $100 million domestically here. Look at what happened with Barbie. Now, my thinking is there is 3 women in this movie. I know the women are going to show up and show out. Even me. I was protesting black people. Go out and see this movie. Support a black director / writer and, support the people who is in front of the camera. Tiana Paris, along with the other Pakistani woman, Aman Vellani, along with Carol Danvers. Now, I'm thinking people are going to show up and show out. Wrong. Boy, was I wrong on this one. Now, I remember us having conversations about representation, and we've been talking about this a lot, but I started to think about this, and maybe I was wrong on this. I thought we were doing women representation, and my expectations was the way that they produced the film, the way the film is shown, it does have women representation. So why did only 39% of women watch this movie? I kind of got a theory, but just hold on for a second before I get there. Let me first say that I like the movie. With the deficiencies that's been going on in storytelling, trust me, I like this movie. There are parts of this movie that are really good. There are parts of this movie that could have been a hell of a lot better, with just small tweaks and different things like that. You got shows that don't connect to it and shows that do. And the ones that don't connect to this movie are the glaring holes of what makes this movie, it not necessarily, oh my God, it's the greatest thing I've ever saw. But even with that, with the casual fan who doesn't go out and watch the Disney Plus shows, I was still thinking, there is a whole movement that goes out and says, hey, women are underrepresented. Women are not being represented in movies and behind the camera, and we need those representations. We need to go out there and go get it done. Let's do it.
Here's what they think about you.
Then I started to find out this. Is it necessarily the women or a certain type of woman that you want to see behind the camera and in front of the camera? Now, this is the way that I feel about this. This is just an opinion. I'm not putting this as fact, but it's funny that we talk about certain representations, just like black representation, and how we as black people, when Black Panther first came out in theaters, hell, we were dressing like other characters from other movies that doesn't have anything to do with this movie. But we came out in droves for this. We shouted to the rooftops how great the Black Panther was. All hell Black Panther. Wakanda forever. T'Challa is my king. Chadwick Boseman would never be nobody else but T'Challa. That's what we did as a collective. Now women, the ones that's in the feminist movement, where y'all at? Starting to make me feel like Bill Burr up in this piece.
And then you're gonna come and you're gonna get mad at men. They keep doing that shit. Why are you yelling at us? It's not our fucking job.
Look, I was wrong. I was asking a lot of the Black Panther recast T'Challa. We're for black representation to go out and support the movie. You have a black female superhero that debuted all the way back in the 1980s that needs our support. There's a black woman that needs our support, which is Nia DaCosta, the first black woman and youngest person to ever direct a big budget Marvel movie franchise. And this is a franchise that has collectively made literally almost $900 a movie over the last 33 movies. So it's not saying that it's not something I'm just saying at a whim. I want this person to succeed. What I was wrong at, it was I was aiming this conversation to the wrong crowd.
Gotcha, bitch.
Or maybe I wasn't. Maybe I was really talking to the women out here that says we're underrepresented and look how we're getting treated in Hollywood. And then you don't show up in a big budget Hollywood film to support the people you're saying that's underrepresented. I personally, as a black man, want to see women thrive. I'm like Dave Chappelle.
Webster's defines a feminist as a human being, not a woman, a human being that believes in equal rights for women. Because by that definition, I would consider myself a feminist.
There's an excellent video out right now by my man Chillmonger over on the Chillmonger channel, one of my favorite YouTubers. Go and check out his video. Link is going to be in the description. But I want to say something that's probably going to ruffle some feathers. MCU, maybe you do have a problem with representation. Maybe when we're asking for representation, it's not a social group that should be telling us what representation is. Maybe you need to go back to the fans. If 61% of the males came out to support the Marvels, then I think that's the demographic that you need to be looking at. And now trust me, I talk about representation all the time. Fair representation at that. A woman shouldn't be treated no different than any man. But we can't have some type of media corporate stooge telling us what representation is. Just like I talk about not blackwashing characters or even whitewashing characters, you can't have a movement tell you how to be able to represent your film. Now, let me tell you, women are not just these powerful, I want to be like a man type of women. There are women out there that are pretty and beautiful and like to play dress up. There are women out there that are happy to be feminine in their own feminine ways and have their hair down low and dress sexy. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with a woman being strong and mighty either. It's just how you market that. Just like we want to see black men be kings in Wakanda, recast T'Challa. We want that. That's what we're thriving for because we see ourselves in that. We don't want the stereotypes that we see all the time. I guarantee, and I'm not trying to speak for women, but I have a lot of empathy. As a black man, I see the atrocities that go on every day just being a black male. So I could just imagine being a woman or being a black woman. I get it. Why doesn't Marvel get that? And again, I agree with you guys. Is it the world's greatest movie? No. But when you desensitize your target audience and you're not even giving a crap about what you're putting on camera, especially when it comes to representation, then you might have a problem and you might have to course correct. When Natasha first got introduced, we fell in love with Natasha. She's a spy. She's beautiful. She does everything that she needs to do, and she kicks ass. And she can also be feminine, also vulnerable. I watched Carol Danvers destroy the Supreme Intelligence with no consequence, without any remorse or anything. We didn't get to even see that story. Was it because you really just wanted to get females out there and to have a female base and the old tale of females get it done?
Girls get it done.
Now actually getting the real work done. We're starting to see this a lot. And as a Marvel fan, I completely understand. This is a business. You're here to turn a buck. I get it. But the way that you made those billions is by taking your time, telling really good stories, and representing the characters in a right direction, in a right way. So next time you want to put together a team and you want all women, ask women, what do they want to see on film? Before you have a focus group telling you what to put on film, or corporate men telling you what to put on film. This is your man, Dre Mac. I thank you so very much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so you never, ever, ever miss one of my videos again. Until next time, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe higher.